late last year.
Ohio. Give your whole basket.
Ladies and gentlemen, hailing from Cleveland, Ohio, I give you BVO.
Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know, shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know, every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know, I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show, this is BVO.
Miss BBO, what's that? Yo, what's up? It's your boy BBO Sports TV. We back. Salute to the fam, man. Appreciate everybody showing love, man. I'll let everybody come in real quick. Smash the like button on your way in. Smash the like on your way in. Let's get this video to 100 likes today. Come on, y'all. Smash that like button. But let's get to it. Salute to my brother Cody Cry, my guy, man. Salute. Hey, but we gotta talk about this. The art of ducking and how boxing is losing credibility. I think the saddest thing about boxing has been, to me, is just BBO talking. It's just been guys lying and just making stuff up. Smash that like button as y'all come on in. Come on, we got 4 people so far. Let's get 4 likes, man. Let's get the likes going on. But I think the thing that sucks so bad is they reward guys who duck. You guys realize, and sometimes they sound picking on David Benavidez, which I'm not. Shakur's doing the same thing. These dudes that don't want to fight people on their level always seem to get the most praise. Ain't that funny? Ain't that funny how the dudes that do the corniest stuff get the most praise? Now, I could go on and on all day about how fugazi some of these fighters are moving. Look at my brother Frontliners. Appreciate you coming in, my brother. Smash that like button. Man, we waiting on you to become a channel member, D3. Frontline, Cody Crowd, we need you to be channel members, man. But the thing that get me about boxing is this. We in a place now where dudes don't even be honest about what they seeing. You guys realize, so Noel Mikhailian said he's going to fight David Benavidez. He's not going to vacate his belt, which is kind of smart for him because Mikhailian is not a big name. So I can see why Noel's going to do it. But my thing is this. I think it's funny how people want to down, Mikhailian for taking an opportunity. And sometimes you got to just do what you got to do to make a fight, man. That's what you got to do because we got people like my brother Frontline, who's a David sexual, who just had a baby for David Benavidez. I mean, the man just dropped off a baby for David Benavidez. And I get it. But my thing is this. Us boxing fans, we want to see the real fights. All the lying, we keep hearing Bill Haney, Shakur, talking about they gonna fight. You got Devin Haney talking about he gonna go to he'll go to 144 to make the fight. I mean, at some point, man, Shakur, can you just say, yo, I'll fight you, bro, so this guy can stop this? Because at the end of the day, man, I just want to see the best fight the best. You got Shakur, we got Keyshawn Davis up here talking about, I'm about to be the mandatory. They haven't even called a mandatory. How can you be the mandatory if they haven't called a mandatory? We all know these systems are corrupt because guess what? They can do what they did to Jai Opetaia and change who the mandatory should be. And say, if you don't do what we tell you, we'll take the belt. That's kind of how boxing is going. And I'm being honest with you, boxing is starting to have a credibility problem. We've seen it with Ray J and Super High Fire in that bullcrap fight where some of these fights, man, I'm starting to give them the side eye, y'all. BVO starting to give them the side eye because I don't know what the heck is going on. Some of these fights, man, that should happen, don't happen, and all we hear is freaking lip service, dog. I don't want to hear no lip service, bro. Either y'all gonna fight or y'all not gonna fight. That's just my thing. Either y'all gonna fight or y'all not gonna fight. That's BVO's only thing. He said, do you watch 3 No Down? Who you say? Do you watch 3 Knockdown Rule podcast hosts? It's Mario Lopez, Steve, Tifa Reed Magazine, Doug. They provided us boxing fans right about we say they proved us boxing fans right about Jai Opetaia. Because you know what it is? David Benavidez is a liar, Cody. Bro, he's a liar. And his daddy's a liar too. So, I mean, we not going to sit here and argue what the David sexual is like frontline. I mean, like I said, the man just had David Benavidez as a baby. What can I tell him? I can't tell him nothing. You hear them guys get up there and defend David Benavidez, and he ain't never fought nobody in his whole career but a prospect and Morrell. It's just the weirdest thing, man. He said that boxing, MMA, Ray J. I mean, I was bringing that up because I just feel like something's going on in boxing where things are just not what they should be. I mean, you just seen it. Now, y'all heard the first from BBO, but you got Max Kellerman. You got I don't know how the heck my man Slater became into boxing, but you got my man Mario Lopez saying it. Everybody's saying it. David Benavidez is a coward. This is not us trying to call him out. This ain't us trying to talk bad about him. It's just what it is. It's just like we can't get Shakur to go ahead and fight Devin. Fight Devin, bro. Fight him. And stop talking about it. If you're not going to fight him, just get up and say, you know what? I'm not fighting him. Because we know you're not going to fight Gary Antoine. We know you're not going to do that because we see that Pitbull Cruz is going to get that fight now. I'm telling you, man, these guys in boxing are cowardice now. They don't call nobody out. And if they do call somebody out, it's just to stall and get more time. Because I'm going to ask you guys a question. What A-level fighter has David Benavidez ever fought? What A-level fighter has Shakur Stevenson ever fought? Zero. Zilch. Because those guys are not who they say they are. These guys are just okay. They're not the best in the world. They're not guys looking to create a grand legacy in boxing like we expect. I mean, my man Cody said it best. We got the most cowardice boxers in the world now. You guys got to remember, we used to see David Benavidez walk around like he was a dog. Now when we see him, he talking about, maybe I can fight Jai Opetaia in 2 years. You just fought on the ring card. You just fought on the ring card. So you can't fight Jai Opetaia for his Ring Magazine belt? I don't know. And I'm going to be honest, guess what? He's going to beat Mikaelian to death. David Benavidez is going to beat the life out of Noel Mikaelian. I guarantee that. He's going to beat him dead. When y'all see Noel Mikaelian after David get done with him, that dude's going to beat the hair off of him, man. That ain't even no fight. That's not even a fight. But let me read this comment. He said, what you talking about? You said Morrell will beat David Benavidez. He lost. Now he's a bum because he beat Zerto. Hold on, because he beat Zerto and he beats the New Zealand Poppy. You got to say he hasn't fought nobody. And you know what's so funny? I'm gonna start having my brother Frontline have to put a super chat in there. Give us a super chat because he be just saying the most propaganda stuff I've ever seen. He's pushing the narrative and it's nasty work. It's nasty work. We already know my brother D Free is pushing the narrative. He said y'all mad because things are going y'all favorites way. That's absolutely diabolical. That's diabolical, dog. That brother excited to see a young man not get his opportunity. Frontline, D Free, y'all sick. Y'all brothers are sick, dude. My God, I've never seen nothing like it in my life. He said Opetaia doesn't even have a belt and fights for Zuffa. Kind of being Ryan isn't happening. Zuffa ain't gonna cross promote. Will y'all stop these lies? Man? Zuffa is nothing more right now other than a doggone promotion company. It hasn't went through Congress. They're not their own league right now. But you know the sad thing about it? I just keep hearing excuse after excuse after excuse why this fight ain't gonna happen, why that fight ain't gonna happen, because y'all don't want to see fights. Y'all want to protect your favorite fighters. And I get it. But please, sir, please, man, just say, you know what, hey, BBO, I'm a David sexual, and I don't want him to fight nobody because I don't want to see him get beat. Just say that. I have more respect for you saying that than the stuff I'm hearing from these fans now. Y'all got to stop this, man. This is getting disgusting, man. Like, dudes telling you, man, dudes get up on the internet and make up lies and narratives, right? For what? Either these guys are gonna fight or they not. That's why I honestly can tell you this. The stuff with Devin Haney has made me less of a fan. Because I always hear about fights that he could have. I keep hearing about this mythical list, this, that, and the third. I keep hearing he the face of boxing. I'm like, come on. Come on, man. Come on, man. You can't just be saying anything, bro. You can't just be saying anything. And you know, look at my brother Frontline. Like I just said, the man just dropped off a baby for David Benavidez. You can't make this stuff up. What he say? Hold on. Let me see. He said, how was T.O. not A-level when he was two-time lineal? Loma at 23. We're not talking about T.O., bro. What are you talking about? Oh, here we go. We got a David Sexual Frontline. He said, what does Opetaia bring to the table other than a hubcap belt? I guess the Ring Magazine Lineal Championship don't matter to the David Sexuals. I get it. It don't matter. But you know what? Guess what? Y'all gonna get another belt because I truly expect you guys to beat the life out of Noel McCallion. And it is what it is. He said, no, BBO, it was twins, but put some respect on his kids. You wild boy. Our brother said he dropped 2 kids off for that brother. But I'm gonna just say this, man. The thing that's so funny is I just keep hearing these fair weather fans tell me about fights, right? But they never hold their favorite fighter accountable. They never say, you know what, hey man, my favorite fighter is moving funny. My favorite fighter's doing this. My favorite fighter's doing this. He said, maybe I misunderstood you. I thought you said Shakur never be the A-level fighter. No, I didn't say that. I said David Benavidez never be the A-level fighter. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think T.O.'s an A-level fighter. I don't. I think he's more of a B, maybe even, maybe B+. I don't think he's an A-level fighter. But I'll be honest with you. One thing I always say that I always bring up, Lomachenko must have really been injured when he fought T.O. because he didn't really start throwing to the 7th round. It's all good though. But I'm just saying what Shakur is this. He keep pump faking. Either you at 140, then you at 140. Why don't you unify? You sure as hell unified quick when you was at 130. At 130, you get to 135, you don't unify. Oh, the competition stiffer? 140, we ain't heard you say nothing. It's just like that old song I listened to growing up by my boy Gorilla Zoe. You say you get money, man. We ain't seen nothing. And what we keep seeing in boxing is just a bunch of pump faking. I don't know about y'all. I'm tired of the pump faking. That's why I honestly respect Xander. Even though I believe Xander's going to get beat dead, I give Xander a lot of credit for making the fight happen. I really do. To my brother Piro, he said, these pickle pullers running wild, bro. Hey, that's what the David Benavidez fans have become. They just wild pickle boys. And it's funny because, shoot my brother Piro, shoot my brother Mark Smith, my guy, salute to my guy Big Mark in the house showing love. I'm going to just say this. No matter how you slice this, man, the game is wicked. Because it's okay. It's okay for David to duck and dodge. But Piro, you remember, now me and Piro are Canelo fans. They dog Canelo for less. For less. You ain't never heard no David, you ain't never heard no Canelo get up and say, I'm going to fight him in 2 years, maybe. I won't fight on Zuffa, but I just fought on Ring Magazine. Shut up. Shut up. You got him, his punk daddy, getting on there on Host City up there talking about how David, how Jai Opetaia is chinny, is that and the third. If he chinny, go knock him out. Like I always say, if it's an easy fight, make it. But these dudes don't do that. It's like we keep hearing Shakur talking about skills pay the bills, blah, 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 blah. Well, why don't you go ahead and fight Devin Haney? If skills pay the bills, dog. If they don't, then shut up. Because I think what's going on in boxing is just diabolical. Shout out to my brother Claymore. Because we're not getting good fights. And when we do get a good fight, it's so far and few between, and it's usually at the smaller weight class. And I think that's bad for boxing. I really do. I think at some point we got to call what we're seeing. The pump faking must stop. Us as fans, we so tired of hearing you say who you gonna fight. Either you fight him or you don't. That's my only thing. I'm just so tired of how boxing has been going the last few years, man, where I can't even as a fan say, I say I won't hate it or I'm playing favorites. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get where we getting this talk from. I don't know where this stuff is coming from. But that's just where we are now in boxing, where guys don't even want to see the best fight the best. We got my man Bam about to go up, do his thing versus Antonio Vargas. I think he's gonna beat Antonio Vargas to death. But guess what? He going right to a champion at 118. So I can respect that. My favorite David Sexual in the house, my man Prize. What's going on, man? How you feeling?
That was crazy.
So Frontline, don't feel bad because Prize just had a David Benavidez baby too. So don't feel bad.
Prize just keep it real. That's what he get out there and do.
No, Prize just gave him a baby too. He said, y'all wildin', Haney at 47, Shakur at 40. Why y'all gotta stop with the BS narrative? And you see how you protected him because he's Puerto Rican? You not slick, Frontline. You never talked about Shakur until the brother came out and said he's Puerto Rican. You're not slick, bro. You're not slick. That stuff's not working no more. These bullcrap narratives y'all dudes is pushing, it's over with. He said, let Elbow Djokovic fight Mikhailian for 10K pay-per-view views, LOL. No one wants to see that fight. I bet 1 million will tune in to CBS versus Opetaia. Let's see the fight instead. FABC belts. I'm gonna say this, man. The fact that they doing what they doing to my brother Jai Opetaia, I can't say enough about it. And I'm gonna just say this about Mikhailian. He's a coward. He's a stone cold coward. The fact that you would go bow down to the WBC and you know they wrong, it let me know you ain't got no nuts, man. Where your nuts at, bro? These fighters these days, man, they disgusting, man. They disgusting. Now Mauricio Suleiman is making fights. Did you know that, Prize? I don't think Prize up here no more, but I don't even know. I did not know Mauricio was making fights now. But apparently he is. I mean, excuse me. Mauricio talking about, oh yeah, Mikhailian is he got a fight. David Benavidez to be stripped. So basically, y'all done gave him 2 divisions for free. He never had to fight nobody for. And for me, it's just diabolical, man. And I'll say this. I think it's funny because we're talking about Benavidez, right? But guess what? Another guy that's a duck is Usyk. Usyk's a duck now, bro. Why is Usyk ducking Caballero? Like, what is he doing? He should have been for Caballero by now. I mean, how long does Caballero gotta wait? You gotta write a letter to the governor? What do you gotta do to get his fair shake? I tell you what, man, boxing is in a strange place, man.
Mm-hmm.
These dudes don't want no type of wreck, man. They just, I mean, they do like Prize file like them to do. They play money games. But that's just what it is. Well, let me ask you this though, Prize. We heard Bruce talking out the side of his mouth saying that he can beat Inoue. What you think about him saying that?
Who, Shushu?
Yeah. Bruce
Yeah,
Campbell.
I definitely think Shushu, that's a winnable fight for sure. Will it
No,
happen?
I said versus Inoue?
Yeah, that's definitely a winnable fight. Are you kidding me?
For him?
Bruce Carrington? Who you talking about?
You think he got it like that?
Man, come on, man. Brother smooth, man.
Smooth at what? Making
At rumbling.
sandwiches?
Oh, you being crazy again.
I'm just telling you, man, y'all, what in the world has Bruce Carrington done to deserve a fight with anyone?
So you don't think Bruce Carrington look good? Like
I
fighting
think he'll get stopped. He'll get stopped.
Man, you must have lost your mind.
I was at the fight when they gave Xander the belt, when Xander won his belt. And I seen him go life and death with an African dude nobody on a planet knew was fighting.
Man, come on.
There wasn't nobody on this planet that knew that dude. And Bruce went life and death with him. So for him to get up there...
So you can't have an off night? Like any other sport. Michael Jordan shot 7 for 25 before. But what is
I
what
mean,
does that
we talking
mean?
about boxing. Boxing, you can get
All
hurt.
right.
You can't get hurt. You can't
All
get
right.
hurt
Well,
in
he
no
didn't. He didn't.
basketball.
He didn't get hurt. Yeah, you can get hurt in basketball,
Oh, you
but
can trip.
he didn't get hurt. He just didn't look as good as he normally do. That's
So my
okay.
question is this: why we got so many content creators going out their way to dog Zuffa, right? And talk bad about Zuffa, but they never talk bad about Ring Magazine. Am I missing something?
I don't know. These dudes, they just running out of stuff to talk about because they don't go
They
nowhere.
gotta be. They
They
gotta
don't
be,
go
dog.
nowhere. They don't come outside. I ain't never seen none of you niggas at the fights, except for the other brothers. Other than that, I don't. Them dudes don't come outside, man. Come on, man. Be
He,
serious.
he said 26 hit different. Anyway, been dropped twice at 22. I'm
Mm-hmm.
mad at 26. I'm gonna say this, Frontline. You got a good point because Anyway can be hit,
Mm-hmm.
but he also stopped them dudes. He got up off the canvas and stopped them dudes. I don't know if that count for you in your book, but for BBO and for everybody else on this planet that watch boxing, if you get up off the canvas and beat a dude dead, we give you nothing but respect. I'm just being honest.
Yeah, but, I seen an old Nonito Donaire almost unalive that boy at one time.
And we got Bam this weekend. I think Bam is gonna stop Antonio Vargas. I don't even think that's gonna be a good fight. I'm just being honest. They got him on DraftKings getting stopped in the first 3 rounds. What you think about that?
That's wild. I mean, Bam is the goods, you know. I don't expect his opponent to last, too long. But it's boxing; anything can happen. But come on, bro, Bam's gonna go in there and smash this dude. Let's be honest.
That's not a good fight.
Well, he
I
needs
get
to
he
get
going
active.
up.
When the
I
last
get
time
he
he
going up
fought?
though. I think he fought last year, if I remember. I can't remember. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm not a big Bam fan. I watch him sometimes. I think the last time I watched him when Duck Ennis was fighting in Philadelphia, and he stole the show. Everybody started saying Bam was the king of Philly because he stopped his opponent, and we seen Ken run all over
What up, T-Mac?
Duck Boots. I mean,
Get out of here.
I'm gonna just say this though.
How you
I'm gonna
calling a
say
man that's about to fight for the unified junior middleweight championship of the world?
Not because of him. Not because of him. He fighting because that's what Xander want. Xander want his ass whooped.
Xander
That's
ain't
what
had no
Xander
choice.
want.
Yeah, all right.
Xander want his ass whooped.
Nah, I ain't sleeping on Vargas Bentley. I just don't think he got no smoke with Bam. That's all. He ain't gonna
Come
last
on,
long.
Bentley, stop it, bro. Antonio Vargas ain't got a shot. What are you talking about?
This
He ain't
guy.
got a shot. He's about to get beat dead. What are you talking about? That dude ain't beat no Bam Rodriguez. Are you out of your mind?
Yeah.
What are we even talking about? You trying to tell me Antonio Vargas gonna beat Bam Rodriguez? Stop it, bro. You gotta stop that, man. That's pick pulling at its finest, dog. Like, what are you even saying?
We're gonna have to send Bentley to the back.
What are you even saying, dog? You saying Antonio Vargas is gonna beat Bam Rodriguez?
No, he didn't
Stop.
say that. Don't do that. He didn't say that.
Bro,
Now.
stop, bro. Stop.
That's not
bro.
what he said. Don't put words in his
He don't
mouth.
got a shot. He don't got a shot, bro. He ain't got a shot in hell to beat no Bam Rodriguez, bro.
You're a maniac
thing
right
is,
now. He
when
didn't
dudes
say
gonna
that.
stop lying? When is dudes gonna stop lying? Antonio Vargas and Bam is a mismatch. Bam is gonna unalive him. What are y'all talking about? Dude, have you seen Bam Rodriguez, man? Bam beats
For
people
sure.
big, bro. You telling me Antonio
No doubt about
Vargas, who
it.
struggles every fight I've ever seen, man, is gonna be Bam Rodriguez? Come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on, bro. You gotta stop this, bro. Y'all gotta stop this pickle pulling, dog. It's destroying the sport. This is disgusting,
Hold on now.
dog.
I was going to smoke him, but you making it seem like Vargas be getting beat up all his whole
Antonio
career.
Vargas is about to get smashed. What are you talking about? He about to get smashed, dude. Are you serious? This is nothing but a sacrificial lamb right here. This is just really a tune-up to get ready for Anyway.
Take away
Stop
from
it, bro. Bam is gonna hurt him, dog. Bam, it's a good chance. You might have to call the ambulance early. It's a good chance. I don't know, but it's a good chance. Don't come in here telling me no doggone Antonio Vargas got a shot against Ben. Come on, bro. Stop this. That's just like that lie where they said Brian Norman was gonna beat Devin Haney. That's a lie. And y'all know it. We not doing no narratives over here, dog. We not doing that. We not doing that. We not doing no fake narratives over here, bro. Say it again. Shoot to my brother Mike Grimm. We got my man TD. Look at TD showing some love. He said, the host get off my lawn, guy. Shout out to my brother Tim. But I'm gonna tell you this, Timmy. When are we gonna speak real about boxing? You guys realize Devin Haney and all the Hanos clan have told us he's the face of boxing. He still ain't got to fight. He still ain't got to fight. We talking about him possibly fighting Keyshawn. Possibly. I mean, whether you realize it or not, Devin Haney's 29 years old, man. Either we gonna live off what he did at 35, or we gonna talk about what he's doing now. A lot of these fighters, man, we always talk about what they used to do or what they didn't done. It's just that simple, bro. We gotta stop the extra stuff, bro. That's just me. That's just BBO. I think I've had enough of just the absolute diabolical pickle pulling that we getting on boxing, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have to drop the link because I ain't gonna lie. That whole shout out to my homie Billy, but that really pissed me off, dog. Like to even insinuate Antonio Vargas got a chance against Van Rock. Come on, bro. Stop it, bro. You can't even tell me in my wildest dream that fight is gonna go any other way than it's set to go. Van gonna wipe his construction boots off on that dude, man. That ain't no fight. To the
Bay.
You hear me,
I can hear you now. My internet went out.
His mic is not working right, so it's all good.
Nah, you can hear me now?
I'm gonna tell you guys something. I'm gonna say this. I think other than the just the fat out pickle pulling, we got some fighters, man, that we keep an eye out on, man. Because I think Abdullah Mason versus Joe Cordina, it's not the best fight, but I think it's gonna be a good enough fight to get the masses excited. He said, Zayas beating boots. Watch, I'm cooking the dollars. Hey, emotional damage. That's what I'm gonna say about my brother Frontline. Because hey, when your boy, and I love y'all know I love my boy Bobby Barrino, aka Xander Zayas. He about to get smashed. He said, word, the YN hurt the game of boxing. They scared to fight because the stock go down if they lose. If they lose, they lose, bro.
They don't think like that, though.
Muhammad Ali lost.
They don't think like that.
Lost. I mean, I get where y'all getting that from, but I'll be honest, man. I don't subscribe to nothing that Floyd Mayweather does. I mean, as my man De La Hoya said it best, and you know De La Hoya ain't the best one to be saying nothing, but it's Floyd talking. Who cares if a guy's undefeated? I'm over that. I'm speaking for myself. Like that anyway. I could care less if a guy's undefeated. I could care less if a fighter's undefeated. All I want to do is see the best fight the best. That's my only thing. If y'all can hear me, put a one in the chat. I want to make sure everybody can hear me. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. I don't know if y'all can hear me. Oh no, put a one in the chat. Be your boy BBO. Let me know if y'all can hear me. I don't think y'all can hear me. Oh, let me go. I'll come back in. Dang. Mic check. Can y'all hear me? Oh, loud and clear. He said, you seen round one. Sports talk in the chat. We can catch me there live cooking everybody. It's going to be a slow cook, though, too. High heat. Salute to everybody that can hear me. Salute to my brother, TD. Hey, I'll just say this. The funny thing is this. Now, we didn't talk a lot about boxing, right? And you know what's so funny? I'm in that mood today. I'm in that mode. I'm about to drop the link. I'm gonna just say this. You ain't even gotta hit me with a super chat or none of that. If you come up, just be serious. Because we gonna talk some boxing tonight. And I'm in the mood to cook a couple cats, man, because a dude just told me Antonio Vargas can beat Bam. What are we talking about? What are we talking about at this point? Are we even being serious? What say you? As I always said. Are we even being serious? Come on, dog. Y'all know been the videos of the duck. Y'all know Shakur be pump faking. Y'all know Devin Haney and his crew tell us that he's the face of boxing and he ain't had a fight all year. Stop it, dog. We gonna either talk real or we not. We just had a good guy in Caballero said, I'll get the belt. My first defense will be in Germany and I'm whooping Wilder's ass. That's what he said. I like stuff like that. I like my man Murat Gassiev said, when I'm gonna get my shot. When I'm gonna get my shot. Hey, what I'm gonna do, you talking so tough for a line, I'm gonna drop the link on your goofy tail. And come up here and get cooked, dog. And get
You're
cooked.
wild. You're out of
Just
control
be respectful.
today.
That's all I say. Be respectful. Let's talk as gentlemen. We ain't gotta call each other names. If you do, we throwing you out of here.
You out of control
Look to
today.
my brother T-Man. He said, I think Vargas has gotten better, but his shot selection is still fairly bad at the elite level. T-Man, what are you even saying? He's about to get stretched, bro. He's about to get stretched out like a coat. Can you hear me, Price?
I can hear you. Can y'all hear me?
Price can hear me.
Press one if you can hear me.
And I gotta get my laptop back.
That's on VBO.
Stream,
I think I can hear you just fine.
But I'm
I
dropping
don't know
the
if the
link
chat
in the
can hear
chat. Y'all come rock with BBO. Like I said, just be respectful. Come through, but we'll talk some boxing for real. What's going on, Free? How you doing, man?
Diabolical.
Free, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I don't know if I can hear Free.
Nah, it's
You hear me, Free?
BBO. It's BBO's audio.
I don't know if Free can hear me.
I can hear you. You can't hear me.
Go ahead.
It's diabolical. What's going on, Prize?
Ain't what's up with you, Freezy?
Ain't nothing. Can you hear me now, BBO?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear us?
Yeah, your
Yeah, I can hear y'all now. I can hear y'all now.
What up,
hey,
boy?
BBO, you being diabolical. It's not that we think that Vargas is going to win, but to say that the man don't have a shot, who's a champion, who has fought tough competition, it almost sounds like you don't know anything about boxing, because every man got a shot when they step through their ropes. Now, will they capitalize on that shot? That's another thing coming. But to say a man don't have a shot is crazy. Man, he definitely got a shot. Xander Zayas got a shot. But if you think that, if you feel highly on that shot, then you bet on it. If you feel highly that he doesn't have a shot, you bet on it.
Well, the kid only, I believe he only lost one fight. And maybe he had a draw or two. But
yeah, he had one draw. He had one loss and one draw.
Yeah, I don't think he ain't been getting
just to answer
all up and down the block.
Free. Just to answer my brother Free, he gonna need Jesus, Mary, and Joseph to come down to beat some Bam Rodriguez, dog.
No,
it's not happening. I've watched boxing long enough to know certain things are impossible. It's not gonna happen. This ain't Buster Douglas.
Was it impossible for Buster Douglas to beat Mike Tyson? Was it impossible for a guy that only had 7 fights to beat Muhammad Ali? Was it impossible for George Foreman to come out of retirement and gain the championship at 45 years old over Michael Nunn?
We talking about. I like to say we talking about once in a lifetime things.
No, see, this is the reason why you were sitting here screaming, talking about boxing is dying. Don't nobody care about boxing, because you already turned at a fight that hasn't even happened yet. What if this fight is the fight of the year and they going back and forth? You turned down a fight that hasn't even happened yet. Now, when the fight happens, if it's a spoiler, then you can say, okay, yeah, that fight wasn't nothing. But if that fight happens to be a great fight or a candidate for fight of the year, what's the purpose of you turning it down before it even happens?
He just doesn't like Vargas.
That's the
problem. I like Antonio Vargas. I like Antonio Vargas.
This is the problem with a lot of the fans nowadays. Y'all tear down the fight, and then y'all want to say that the sport is dying because you tearing it down. If we went out and talked bad about every NBA team when they about to have a game, NBA will end up dying because we tearing down a game before it happens. You can't tear down a fight. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to build it up. If it doesn't pan out the way you expect it, then you can give the criticism on it. But you don't do that before the fight actually happens because you don't know what's going to happen. If you did, you will bet your entire life savings on it.
This is diabolical. Now this is diabolical because BBO is giving you guys the facts.
What facts?
Look at the odds.
What
the
facts?
odds is he plus 1100.
No,
he's plus 1100. He's plus 1100. Free. What are you talking about?
Jesus.
Do you understand that Vegas has lost big money this entire playoff because they would add the Knicks as a minus favorite. I mean a minus in the daggone first 2 games, and they won the first 2 games. They had a San Antonio a minus in the last game, and San Antonio won the last game. What are you talking about? Vegas is not the be all see all. They just give what they expect to happen, but that doesn't mean that it's going to happen the way they expect.
Plus 1100 pretty steep though.
Mike Tyson was
get on DraftKings.
42,000.
You naming a once in a lifetime fight. That's a once in a lifetime opportunity.
No, it does not matter.
That's like bringing up that chubby kid that beat up AJ.
What I'm giving you is I'm giving you literally facts of Vegas being wrong. Because Vegas said that it's a minus 1100 does not mean that he's going to go in there and win 100% certain. If that was the case, it wouldn't be any odds. They would just say, I'm not putting this on the board because we're not going to make no money off of it. Like they did with Demetrius Bivol last week. They didn't put any odds on Demetrius Bivol because they knew Demetrius Bivol was going to win.
He said, mofos would have bet Buster Douglas against Mike Tyson if that was the case.
They did.
This is the sport
what are you
of
talking
great
about?
surprises.
They did. Dudes literally walked out of the arena as millionaires on that Mike Tyson fight. There was a lot of people that bet on Buster Douglas. What are you talking about? You better go back and look at the history. There was a lot of people that bet on Buster Douglas.
That's the first time in life I ever heard that, but
it was like, what was it, like a 50 to 1? So somebody bet on it.
Mike Tyson was a plus 42,000.
42,000?
Yes, there was dudes literally in the papers the next day showing up their ticket that they bet on Buster Douglas. Literally.
Plus 42,000 is crazy.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was like 50 to 1.
Okay, T-Mac.
I mean,
no, there was literally dudes showing up their tickets in the papers the next day that they bet
on. But that was 1,000 years ago, D-Free.
No,
that was 40 years ago.
Vegas has been wrong multiple times since then. Yeah. Just because somebody is minus 1,100 does not mean that it's a guaranteed chance that he's going to win. It's a good shot that he's going to win, but it's not guaranteed that he's going to win. That's why it's only minus 1,100.
I've been watching boxing too long, and I feel there's always a puncher's chance, no matter what.
No, I mean, like Antonio Vargas ain't no puncher like that, but
he doesn't have to be.
Anybody that steps through that daggone ropes has a good chance of winning the fight. If you look at the odds when Kambosos fought Tio was the high favorite against Kambosos. We see what happened in that fight.
Another upset.
Okay, so to say that he does not have a shot is saying you don't know anything about boxing because everybody has a shot.
Well, I think you're going a little deep with it, Fred. I think he just meaning that he expects Bam to like smash him and he doesn't give him a chance.
You know what I'm saying, but you know when you being a contrarian or something, you gotta just bring up the most asinine point or something.
You sit here calling people pickle bullets because we saying he has a shot. Nobody said Vargas was going to win. Said he has a shot. That's all the man said.
He don't have that. He don't have that.
See what I'm saying?
He don't have a shot.
Dan, you see what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah,
he don't have a shot.
I don't think that Vargas is going to win, but he has a puncher's chance. But that's like any.
He's
fight.
not a big puncher.
But it doesn't matter. Like I just seen what was that guy that knocked out Jaime Munguia? What did he have like 4 knockouts or something?
What you mean he's not a big puncher? He got 11 wins and 11
of them.
I'm sorry, 19 wins and 11 of them are knockouts. He only had 8 fights that he won by a distance.
He fought a lot of guys with losing records, man. Look at his win plus of his opponents.
You said he's not a big puncher. He got 19 wins. 11 of them came by knockout.
He punching out fry cooks, dog. We not giving him no credit for that.
When was the last time that Bam Rodriguez knocked out somebody at 118 pounds?
Bam was at 115. He hadn't been at 118.
My point exactly. So you can't say what Bam is going to do if you don't remember the last time he was at 118, because he was at 118. He went down to 115. He fought at 118 and went down to 115.
He said, how long do you think a boxer can career be fight through? Hold on, let me see. How long do y'all think a boxer's career will be if they fight tough fight after tough fight?
No.
Nobody can fight tough fight after tough fight. That's just
Well,
that's impossible.
brother SS said boxing is losing credibility because fighters are picking and choosing their fights without fighting the best. It's not because of the people tearing it down.
That's a fact. That's a fact, SS. But that's the type of stuff, the type of propaganda we get now, where if you don't agree with what they say, they demonize you and cast aspersions and try to make you seem like you're somebody that don't want to see boxing be a certain way.
That's literally what you just did. That's literally what you just did to Frontline. Literally what you just did. Because he said Vargas has a shot, and you was like, he pickle pulling it. That's literally what you just did to Frontline.
He says, long as Pandora Vargas Sr.'s career. But he was a different type of guy, though.
And that's the thing that I said yesterday. I said it this morning. People say they want the best fighting the best, but
you said that this morning. Who wasn't on this morning?
No, I was on this morning. I don't have to be on when you want. I was on this morning.
Hey, bro, this is BBO Sports TV. I get what you said. I'm just saying I didn't know what you said. You said I didn't know what you was talking about, bro.
No, like I said, everybody said they want the best fighting the best, but then they turn around and say that this guy hasn't fought anybody. Well, if he hasn't fought anybody, how is he the best fighting the best? When you say you want the best fighting the best, but you say David Benavidez hasn't fought anybody, what makes David Benavidez one of the best then? What makes him one of the best if he hasn't fought anybody? But you want best fighting the best.
I mean, he hasn't fought nobody. It is what it is.
Okay, so how do you want the best fighting the best if he hasn't fought anybody? What makes him the best?
What makes him really good? His performances.
No,
just that simple.
You said you want the best fighting the best. You want David versus Jai Opetaia. You want the best fighting the best. But you say David hasn't fought anybody. What makes David one of the best?
It's not a debate, man. It's not a debate. I'm just telling you what it is and what we see as fans. I'm not here to debate. I'm not here to debate. We can watch. Hold on. We can watch. What's that show? The Great Debaters. If you want to debate,
no,
this is boxing talk. We not debating.
You just said you want to fry dude. So fry me.
I'm just telling you like this. It's not about no debate, because that's just a little corny propaganda they use to try to block us boxing fans. That's all. It's diabolical. It's diabolical, man.
No, you gotta stop tearing down the sport if you want the sport to grow. That's what you were just complaining last night about. You were sitting there talking about the sport is dying, but if you tearing it down, it's not gonna grow.
I'll just say it like this, man. The hate towards boxing is just weird, because I've seen people hate on Canelo for years, but when David does it, it's okay. It just goes back to that. But let me ask you guys this. I'll start with you, Prop. What do you think about Ray Ford saying that Osaka can't come back to the hood? What do you think about that bull crap he said?
I don't get into that. I don't know why these boxers think
why would he want to go
gangsters.
To the hood? The dude is making to get out the hood. Why would he want to go back?
Like, that's crazy.
I never understood when people say that. You strive all this time to get to a point where you can make it out of the hood. Why do you want to go back? You going back means you failed. You didn't succeed at what you was trying to do. You failed because you had to go back.
But I don't understand what like it's. I'll be like, okay, you know what I mean?
What difference does it make? No,
I think it's corny.
I have never went back to my old hood. When I made it out, I made it out. I'm not trying to go back. Me going back, it put me back at jeopardy of something bad happening to me.
Not when I go back to my old neighborhood, but I'm good. I'm good out there.
I'm not saying that I'm gonna get in trouble or anything like that. But I know what went down in my hood, and being an innocent bystanders, a lot of them lost their lives. being an innocent bystander. They were just going about their own business and things happen.
But I just think that
why
Ray
would I want
Ford.
to go back to that? Why would I want to go back to that?
I just think Ray Ford corny for bringing that up. Like, I'd be like, man, cuz, you know what I mean? I keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying?
My whole thing is like Ray Ford, Shakur, they kind of act like they like gangsters. I don't know like where that comes from. Like, what's that obsession with this whole gangster style? Like,
it comes from immaturity. They immature. Because when you become a grown man, you don't speak like that because you know what it is to make it out. You're not trying to go back to that. Like any grown man that has a sense, have their senses, they're trying to do better in their life. They're not trying to stay where they at. You're not trying to stay in the hood. You're trying to get out of the hood. That's the reason why Jay-Z, 50 Cent, Zab Judah, all these guys, they moved out of the hood. Yes, they might go back to visit some people that might be still there that they cool with, but they moved out of the hood and they very seldom come back. For what? What's the point? A guy that's making hundreds of millions of dollars, why would he want to go back to the hood? He's an easy target. A guy that just made a couple of $1 million, why would you go back to the hood? You putting a target on your back.
SS said, he said, what makes Benavidez the best is the WBC traditional boxing, giving him free belts and free title fights.
That's a fact. It's because he makes it. That's what they doing. That's what it is.
If you say that's what makes him the best, then that's what makes him the best. I ain't gonna argue with that's your opinion. I don't think that's what makes him the best. I know what I see out of David Benavidez. So that's what you see, that's what you see.
I mean, he's spitting facts. The fact is, the man has been blessed to get opportunity after opportunity.
Why
it is what it is.
Opportunity with Canelo then?
Peter Cassidy, that's your one thing to say. I mean, Canelo ducked him. How many times can we say it?
I mean, you saying he get opportunity after opportunity. The opportunity that he wanted was Canelo.
Well, he in the catbird seat now, and he moving like a straight witch. We seeing it. You know, he. I never thought David Benavidez was this shifty like this.
What's the problem with Shakur and Devin Haney fighting? What's the problem with that?
Will they actually fight, or is it just talk?
I mean, well, Devin got to agree to it. I mean, Devin said, if I come to 144, do we got to fight?
Shakur, and then Shakur was like, it's cool, yeah, we got to fight. And then they made it, then he tweeted. He deleted and tweeted something. He deleted something that said something about his big brother. Little bro. I'll fall back, and you know what I'm saying. If you know, if not, go cook this ninja and all this stuff. Some tweet he put something about. Yeah, basically, I'm just like, now he backpedaling now.
I don't care nothing about Keyshawn Davis, because if Keyshawn Davis really wants to fight, he can petition to become the mandatory. If he really wants to fight, I don't think Keyshawn really wants to fight as bad as he say he do, because he's the number one contender. He can petition to become the mandatory. He shouldn't be the number one contender, but that's where they put him at.
But they got that Shakur and Devin.
Did they name somebody? I don't think the WO named anybody yet.
No, that's why I said he can petition to become the mandatory. They put him as the number one contender. So if he really wanted that fight, he could petition to become the mandatory. And then Devin would either have to fight him or drop the belt. So I don't think Keyshawn really wants to fight as bad as he say he do. I think he's doing that just to keep his name out there, and he put all this stuff on Instagram and all that. It's just to keep his name relevant. Y'all gotta understand the play when they do it. They do this stuff to keep their name relevant. You gotta remember, Keyshawn and Shakur had the same manager. If Keyshawn wants to,
it looks like they playing games to me.
They are playing games.
They are playing games. If Keyshawn wants to fight, all he had to do was say, Jay Prince, hey. The
man said we got. The man said if we come to if I come to 44, do we got to fight?
And he said yes, and he changed his mind.
And then he tweeted something else. Well, if you want to get him, bro, or something. I'm like, man, now he backpedaling. Come on, now
let me read this comment real quick, my brother. He said, my man T-Mac said, been looking at more at Ja. I don't know. I don't think he beats Benavidez, only if he can take Ja's punch, though. The thing is this. I seen Jai Opetaia fight with a broken jaw. David Benavidez is tough. I don't want people to misconstrue what I'm saying. I just think that Ja is his size, and I believe Ja's the better boxer. And the better boxer usually always wins. And I'm not gonna say it's probably a 50-50 fight. But for me, I would favor Ja just because of the size difference. Because one thing about Ja, he's not slow like Zurdo. Zurdo's feet has always been in mud. But I'll say this: no matter how it go, we want to see the best fight the best.
He said Devin had a catch weight after
ahead.
talking ish about Tank doing this very same thing. Yeah, I definitely saw that tweet. He deleted, he backpedaled. He definitely tweeted that.
They all did that. They all
He said,
all did that. I mean,
that's the difference between tearing down the sport and calling for accountability. What everyone wants Benavidez to do is not to be a hypocrite. Canelo ducked him is fair, but he's doing the same now. That's exactly what I've been saying. But the David Sextons don't hear us when we say that, SS. They don't hear us say Canelo ducked. We said it. And the David Sextons still want to bring up something from years ago. It is what it is. The fact is, if he don't fight Mikhailian, it's a good chance he's gonna bring a 40-something-year-old man out of retirement and bring him up 25 pounds to fight him for a vacant. Well, it's not gonna be vacant, but that's what he was gonna do as well. So if y'all want to get behind Benavidez, that's fine. I mean, he's not the first feline I've ever seen that have fans. He won't be the last.
Wasn't y'all just jumping for joy when Jai was about to fight daggone dude for the daggone
Mikhailian?
Yeah. When y'all jumping for joy?
Yeah, we were excited about that.
Okay, so what's the problem? Y'all mad because David got the fight now?
Well, we're not mad. We just saying the politics of boxing is diabolical.
No, y'all saying the man ducked, but Jai was about to fight Noel.
And Mikhailian said he's about to fight him. He heard the whole thing, happy Memorial Day and all that. The thing is, y'all moving the goalposts, man.
I'm trying to figure out how did David duck when he didn't get an offer? The man's team said they never reached out to David Benavidez. They said they never reached out to David Benavidez.
Dondrick.
No, I don't understand y'all. Now to say that the fight is not happening now, okay, y'all can be mad that the fight is not happening now, but Jai was about to fight Noel. David got the fight because he petitioned for it.
Hey, what's funny? Shout out to my man Frontline. Hey, somebody put some color in the chat, man. Support the channel, man. We just trying to do what we can, man. Help the channel grow. Support the channel. I mean, become a channel member, man. It's a little more than people expected. But hey, we're trying to do things to where we can have better fighters come, better opportunities, and we gotta, for something that's important, we gotta, spend a little bit more. The problem is the word best, which guys are in the conversation are claiming to be the best. We need the fights to really see too much talking. But see, the thing you gotta understand, Mark, is that the David Sextons don't want to fight. They want to talk. That's what they do. They talk all day, they write all day, but they don't want to talk. They don't want to fight. They just don't want to fight. He said, BBL, don't get on my baby daddy's nuts now. Hey, I understand you just had David's baby. I'm not on his nuts. I'm just saying I think he'll beat Mikhailian. But
that was crazy.
If it come to Jai Opetaia, Jai Opetaia is going to beat him dead. It's just that simple. He said, Frontline, Jai beat the #1 cruiserweight in the division at the time, something David has never done in any of the divisions he's been in. Hey, that's a fact. That's a fact. The David Sextons are mad, bro. It's just that simple. He said, Beatus was past his prime. Ja shouldn't have gone 12 after he retired for 2 years for a rematch with Ja. Man, you sound like a hater, bro. At the end of the day, Beatus is one of the greatest cruiserweights of all time. I mean, let's not put like he didn't give Usyk all he can handle, man. So it is what it is. I mean, he fought the guy broke his jaw and he overcame it.
You gotta stop doing that, BBO. You gotta stop doing that. You gotta start talking about a fight that Beatus won.
Say it again.
He said, kick the man off the panel.
That Beatus won, because y'all keep talking about a fight that Beatus lost. Talk about a fight that Beatus won. Y'all keep saying this man is one of the greatest cruiserweights of all time, but y'all never bring up a fight that he won. Y'all only bring up the fights that he lost.
Hold on, we got a hate. Oh, shout out! We got a lot of David Soto. Hold on. We got the David Sextons in the house. Hey, we got something for y'all suckers, man. Pull up. He said Giant
Bet
beat absolutely nobody. Breedis was damn near 50, and he went 12 twice.
Look,
Now, you say that. Go ahead.
SS said, he said, "Free. I don't know if you're dumb. The only fight after Noel is David. Who else is there to fight?" And then Zeke said, "Who has Burger Vitas beat Morel? Burger Vitas. That was absolutely phenomenal."
Actually, I don't know. I don't know if you're dumb
crazy.
because he had already lined up the winner of Smith and Raquel dude that happened last weekend. That was the fight that he said he wanted. He wanted the winner of that fight after Noel. So I don't know if you're dumb, but obviously you don't follow your guy like you say you do.
The Doghouse is in full effect tonight. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Put something in the super chat, I'll match you. What's up?
He said we all gonna have to be patient. Hopefully, Doghouse will pull his big girl pants up if he can beat Michaelian.
Damn.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. David Benavidez pees when he sits down. So I definitely don't think he's gonna pull no pants up and fight no Jai Opetaia. So we can want it all we want. He said, y'all know I'm buying this. He said Breedis was 36, not 50. Pussy Videz, meat ride, need to stop. Shout out to my brother King James.
The Doghouse is in full effect.
Throwing them brothers in the trash, man. We throwing the bums in the trash because the Benavidez girls don't want to talk boxing. They want to down Breedis. There's nobody that David Benavidez has beat that's better than Breedis. Not one. Not one. He said, Ja getting that WBC makes the unification fight unavoidable. That's why everyone was happy. Facts. Facts. That's what it was. We was happy to see the fight because we said, you know what? Pussy Videz can't keep running. But he gonna run.
It can still happen.
He can still hide?
It can still happen. We was gonna have to wait one fight anyway. What difference does it make that David gets the WBC belt or Ja gets the WBC belt? What difference does it make? If we had to wait one fight, we had to wait one fight. I don't understand the difference.
I think it's because you truthfully are not giving Jai Opetaia a chance. You don't want to see him get his opportunity.
No, I don't.
That's all it is.
What part do you not understand? We still had to wait one fight. We still had to wait one fight. If they fight after Noel, what difference does it make whether it's Jai fighting Noel or David fighting Noel? What difference does it make?
I mean, I just think that's just some more David Benavidez propaganda. He said the fight can still happen. Tell Dana and Turkey to let them come see David. Nobody's scared of David. That's the thing. David is a feline, bro. Jai Opetaia will smash it. How many times has Jai Opetaia said that's an easy fight to make? That's an easy fight to make.
If an easy fight to make, then you can make the fight then.
My man T-Mac said Breedis was definitely a good fighter. He beat all the cruiserweights beside Usyk and Michael Hunter. Only lost to Usyk before Ja. I mean, but a lot of these guys, T-Mac, they don't watch boxing, so they don't know how good Prescott was. Breedis was.
I agree with you 100%. But see, the problem is every time they bring up Breedis, they always bring up him losing to Usyk and Jai Opetaia. They don't bring up him winning. I have no problem. I just said you just got to bring up a fight.
Brother Dondrick said the fight still can happen. Tell Dana and tell Turkey to come see David.
Didn't he beat Tony Bellier? That's somebody you know. He beat Tony Bellier's ass.
Now, I have no problem. If you say that, I'm cool with that. Y'all keep bringing up Breedis and y'all talk about him losing.
All right, hold on real quick. Shout out to Bentley and with the 5-piece. He said, man, I'm sick of y'all moving the goalposts. Benavidez beats everyone. Y'all say he couldn't. BVO, low-key, a fan. He fooling y'all.
Hold on. This the same man that said Antonio Vargas is going to beat Ben Rodriguez. Diabolical at his best, man. I just put it like this. The hate that people come up with for Jai Opetaia is just nuts. I've never seen it in my life. It kind of reminds me of Charlie Burley, Sam Langford, Terrence Crawford, where they just avoid these guys because they feel like they can. And I'm telling you, man, it's just nasty work. And I think the saddest thing about it all is this. We, for the first time in boxing history, know more foreign fighters than we know American fighters. How crazy is that, y'all? How crazy is that? And David told me he don't want to fight on Zoom. You just fought on Zoom for Punk when you fought Anthony Yard. So what are we even talking about?
18 said David Benavidez, I want to fight the best, yet has fought the best at all in any division, not even close to the top. That's tough.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Unless you got a Benavidez tattoo on your lower back, you're not gonna keep it real.
So
I get it.
Who was the top at cruiserweight?
Breedis.
And Breedis wasn't the top.
Yes, he was. He was the Ring Magazine champion. How do you think he got the belt?
No. I'm talking about right now. When David Benavidez moved up to cruiserweight, who was at the top of cruiserweight? Who was the top guys at cruiserweight?
It was only two.
Who?
It was Ja, and then a lot of people said it would be Badu Jack. They thought it was Badu Jack. They never thought it was. I never heard nobody say they was going for Zordo. Just to be totally honest, because Zordo got them fights on the humbug.
BBO. The top two guys at cruiserweight was Jai Opetaia, Zordo was the top two guys. I don't care what people say. I'm talking about what they was ranked. The top two guys were Jai Opetaia and Zordo. So to say that David Benavidez hasn't beat anybody close to the top is diabolical. Now, to say that David Benavidez hasn't beat anybody close to the top when he was the mandatory not only for Canelo, but he was the mandatory for Demetrius Bivol, who dropped his belt and went and fought another mandatory. It ain't his fault they don't want to fight him. He was the mandatory. He put himself in position.
It said because if David wants to be undisputed, he will have to go through Ja. That's why. Now he can get his undisputed without fighting Ja, and that's why everybody's angry. And you know what's so funny? SS, I think the thing is because you speak in facts. I think people hate people who speak facts. You gotta remember, dudes hated Martin Luther King. People hated Martin King for speaking facts. That's just kind of where we are in our society. People hate people who speak facts.
Y'all care about undisputed now. I thought y'all only care about the Zuffa belt and the Ring Magazine belt. Y'all was so big on Zuffa.
Wow. Oh, here you go.
Y'all was so big on Zuffa. I thought y'all only care about the Zuffa belt and the Ring Magazine belt. Now y'all care about undisputed? Now y'all care about
Hold on.
Yeah, I'm more of a tradition. I'm more of a traditional.
Let me see if my soundboard works.
I'm just saying, y'all. That's what y'all saying. Hey, don't put it on me. That's what y'all was saying. Y'all was talking about Zuffa and Ring Magazine. They taking over the sport of boxing. Now y'all care about undisputed again. Now y'all care about undisputed again.
I always cared about that. I didn't like that where they try to get rid of the sanctioning bodies and all that history. You know what I mean? Trying to do away with the history of boxing is crazy. I don't mind them. But all they did was create another side of the street.
I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you.
I know you talking. I know you in the chat. You in the chat. I see.
They know what I'm talking about. Y'all got to make up your mind because y'all.
But you know what
Dondrick said? Dondrick said Badu Jack was never number 2. But BB over here lying.
I know.
Hold on. That'll get you sent to the shadow realm. BBO was never lying. That'll get you sent to the shadow realm. What I said was if you watch the fights between Badu Jack and McKalian, Badu Jack was whooping his ass. So get your facts straight. Badu Jack, a lot of people thought Badu Jack was better than Zordo. That's a fact. That's not something I made up. If you remember, Canelo wanted some of that Badu Jack work. So you gotta stop this pickle pulling, man. You're gonna tear your hands up, man. You gotta stop pulling all that rope.
SS, I have no problem with y'all bringing up Breeders. I just say stop bringing up Breeders and talk about and bring up the losses that he had. Bring up Breeders and talk about the wins that he had. Because every time I hear y'all bring up Breeders, oh, he lost to Usyk and Jai. Are y'all gonna talk about the wins that he had? Because y'all only bring up him losing. Y'all don't bring up him winning. And y'all keep saying he's the best cruiserweight, one of the best cruiserweights of all time, but y'all only bring up him losing. Y'all don't bring up him winning. That's all I said.
I don't think he's one of the best cruiserweights of all time.
You a hater, and you don't watch cruiserweight.
I do watch it. David Hay, he's not better than David Hay.
Man, he'll beat David Hayes' ass.
Oh,
Are you out your mind?
stop. Are you crazy?
Have you not seen David Hayes was known for getting his ass whooped?
You're
What are you
crazy.
talking about? He was just a big puncher. That was it.
You wildin'.
David
He said,
Hayes
Ja,
David Hayes
he said,
ain't
Ja
getting
can check
with the heavyweight.
those boxes. Ja can check those boxes. We'll see if Duck will be there still wearing a skirt then. No excuse after that. Ja wants to fight. He said Zotto was number 2 and was scared shirtless of Ja. That's a fact. He was scared to death of him. He said BBO don't lie. That's a fact. BBO never lies. He said BBO bends the truth. Now that's an absolute lie. Like BBO never bends the truth. He said BBO might not be lying, but he capping like a mug. That's hate. And you know, that's what they do. And they want and see, you got Free laughing like Ahina because what they want to do is they want to silence voices like us. They want to silence voices like us that speak the truth. Y'all sit here and see me come up here and tell the truth because I'm not part of the David Benavidez fangirl club or the Zuffa hating club. This is what they want to do to us. They say they hate Zuffa, but they love Ring Magazine. Y'all brothers got to pick one. Y'all got to stop doing the jig dance. A lot of guys doing the jig dance around the flyer, and it's not no good for them. He said Bridges was number 1 cruiserweight before losing to Ja. Ja has been and still number 1 guy in cruiserweight since he beat Bridges that first fight. He said Big Red.
Here's the number
Bridges
1
got
guy.
number 1. He said Bridges got number 1 twice. Got number 1 twice from losses. Bridges can.
I'm not doubting that Jai Opetaia is the number 1 guy at cruiserweight. We know he's the number 1 guy. I'm not doubting that at all. I'm just saying either way we would have had to wait one fight for the fight to happen because Jai was going to fight Noel. Now David is fighting him. What difference does it make? We still going to have to wait one fight. So if we was going to have to wait one fight, I don't see the problem in it. We're going to have to wait anyway. The belts are still going to be on the line. It's not like, oh, we had to wait one fight and now the belt's not going to be on the line. The belts will still be on the line. Ja fight David Benavidez, those belts will still be on the line. It still will be for either the 3 belts or it would be the 3 belts and the Ring Magazine belt. So Ja can go. Well, he can't go get the IBF belt.
Did somebody do me a favor, man? Somebody give Dondrick a wrench across the head. Y'all give Dondrick a wrench across the head. He's talking too crazy. Give him a wrench across the head, man. We need our shooters out here, man. Get his brother a wrench across the head, man. He's talking crazy.
This is
He said David Hay isn't that slick. Ja will send that hype job to the shadow realm. That's a fact. But make sure he said I got your ass free. Laugh my ass off. He said Ring Magazine is ass too. He said Ja offered Zerto $6 million to have a unification fight, but Zerto turned it down and wanted to double that to take the fight. Yet took $4 million to fight David. Zerto, a super duck, same as David. Man, that's a fact. He said, you know what's so funny about my brothers up there? That David beat up Boo Boo, Plant, Morrell. BBO was giving David his flowers, but still think he a duck and a bum. Moving the goalposts, moving the post every time. You know what's so funny about that, Billy? And like I said, I've seen this happen with Dr. King. Anytime I say something people don't like, all of a sudden I'm vilified for, or you want to say something disparaging about me. It's not about me. It's not about BBO. BBO doesn't matter. I'm talking about boxing, the sport of boxing that we all love and support. It's getting hurt by guys like David Benavidez who are purposely avoiding smoke. And I think you being a human shield is diabolical and disgusting. But if that's what you want to do, if you want to wrap your arms around him and say, don't touch my man, I can respect it. I can respect it. He said, yeah, you want to go have a wait, free saying, what do you say, free saying that truth there. He said, y'all gonna have to wait. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait no matter what, man. Because it's just what it is in boxing. You know, you don't get like you did when Muhammad Ali fought the wrestler. He fought 7 weeks later for the title. We don't get that anymore. I just think in boxing, it's just really gone bad. And I think David Benavidez is the new cancer in boxing. That just is what it is. It's not just him. It's a lot of guys like that.
I think what really caused the friction between these two guys, it's not so much David fighting Jai, anything. I think that fight would have happened with no problem. I think it's the fact that Jai went over to Zuffa, and Zuffa had already declared war on the sanctioning body. So I think that's what the issue is. I don't think it has nothing to do with Jai. I don't think it has nothing to do with David. I think it's the fact that Jai is with Zuffa. I think it's all about Zuffa. It has nothing to do with neither one of the fighters. If these guys were signed to another promotional company, or David stayed where he at, and Jai was signed to another promotional company, I think that fight would have happened with no problem. I think it's because of the whole Zuffa situation and Zuffa basically declaring war on the sanctioning body, saying that they won't recognize them. They only recognize the ring and the the ring and the Zuffa championship. That's where the problem happened. I think a lot of people are not looking at that situation. They're looking at the name that's connected to these titles. They're not looking at the actual problem. The root of the problem is Zuffa versus the sanctioning body, not David versus Jai. It's Zuffa versus the sanctioning body.
My man said, stylistically, Jai beats David. David can't pressure Jai like he does others because he turns into, let's see. It turns into how much left hands can David eat and walk through before Jai knocks him out. I just think no matter what, he said, but if y'all get to the time next year and the David fangirl still ducking, we got to know. We all got to know, even the David sexuals, what's going on. I mean, I don't know. It's just, like I said, we got people who really hate Zuffa, they hate boxing, and they wish on Turkey Al Sheikh's downfall. I've heard people say that they want to see Turkey Al Sheikh fail. So, I mean, I don't know. That's just kind of where we at. They don't want to see Jai get his chance. And it is what it is. And I hear a lot of like Puerto Rican and Spanish fans saying the same thing. They want to stand with David, but they just want to stand behind some fugazi stuff because if he was a man, he would fight Jai.
I mean, they said the same thing about Al Heyman. People rooted for Al Heyman downfall from the time they came in the game. They've been saying PBC is going out of business. They want PBC to go away. They've been doing this for a minute. So it ain't no different. It's just change of a color. It ain't no different. Just a different color.
Yeah, if he was with Eddie, that's a fact, Zeke. If he was with Eddie, it'd be the same exact thing. If he was with Eddie, they would still do the same thing. They would still make up excuses. The thing is this, and I'm going to just say this so people can really hear me and understand. David Benavidez don't want that fight, y'all. It's just that simple. This ain't a hard equation. Benavidez doesn't want this fight. What y'all seeing is a dude who's always tough when he got the upper hand. But as soon as somebody come down with a mechanical pencil, he turned into a human. I mean, and I ain't gonna lie, Billy been acting like a real fool-ass Earthman lately. So I understand where Billy's coming from. He's been a real fool-ass Earthman. So I'm not surprised. And Free's been on that fool-ass Earthman stuff too. So I mean, that's just kind of where we at in boxing now, where dudes want to be on this Earthman talk. I don't understand it. He said you don't have to have the Ring magazine to be undisputed. David already knows that. He said, what does Ja do so well that got BBO all over and convinced David Sweet respectfully? I say this, it's just the fact that the size and I think the boxing ability. I think when you seen him fought when he fought Brandon Glanton, we got to see that he's a very strong puncher. I mean, I had never really seen anybody beat the hell out of guys like that. We just haven't seen it. And I think that what Jai Opetaia brings, he'll bring enough size and enough power to what David got to fight honest. And we'll see if David has another gear or if he don't. He says Jai might be fighting on CBS soon because Pussy Vida is still wearing a G-string to accept the offer.
Wow.
He said David got to fight Jai. Don't worry about it. He going to fight Jai. I don't think he will. Hey, King James, man, become a channel member, man. Y'all become channel members, man. Smash the like button. I don't know what's going to happen. Either way, I'll just say that for me, I just want to see the best fight the best.
Yeah, for sure.
He said David going to put the smackdown on them all. I think David going to get beat dead. I mean, sound good, Jesse, but I think David's going to get beat dead. I just think so.
I don't think so.
I just think David don't have I'm excited as well. I just think I mean, if you ever seen the movie Boys in the Hood, when y'all seen them carry Ricky into the house, I think they're gonna have
Wow.
to carry David Benavidez out that house, man. I don't think Benavidez is who everybody thought he was. I think the man might have been a hype job. He might have been. He might have been. He said, "You're dead wrong." I'm just being real. Like Biggie said, I gotta give you the truth. I gotta tell you my life. I mean, even a stone cold David Sexual like TD Sports know what time it is. You haven't
Wow.
heard TD Sports say nothing about no David Benavidez because he probably got a David tattoo on his arm, but he know David Benavidez can't beat no Jai Opetaia, and that's okay. That doesn't make him less of anything. He's just not that guy.
I think the
And for
fight's gonna happen.
I don't think it's gonna happen. And the thing I like is that my brother Free, I think my brother Free has just gone so left with David Benavidez. He don't even see the writing on the wall. He said David said the fight should be something. What he say? David should be fighting the best, like we get paid a lot of money. I don't. What do you say? I don't know what the F the problem is. All we keep saying is about Ja is no legacy, Zuffa no title. I mean, it is what it is, man. He said, "Whoa, you were on Morel heavy. That is cap." He said, "LOL, BBO, you know I got a lot of love for you, but I'm concerned for you. Why is David living in your head rent free? How about you talk about Shakur being a duck, which you can hear clear, you can see clear as day?"
I don't
Because
know.
guess what? It's
And,
enough
Bentley's
people.
been like the longest fan ever.
No, he's a family member, man. I'll just say this. My whole thing is this, y'all. No matter what happens in boxing, I love the sport so much. I want to see guys really test themselves. One of my favorite fights is Ron Lyles versus George Foreman. You know why I love that fight? Because Ron Lyles showed you that George Foreman had another level. He had another level to him. And I think when guys get into these fights, just like when we seen, remember when Roy Jones fought James Toney? Roy Jones kind of met his match a little bit, but then somehow he was able to go to another level and beat James Toney with the chicken dancer, with the chicken move of all things. So my whole
He
thing is
caught him
this.
lacking. Yeah.
My whole thing is this, Prize. I know you totally against, fighters fighting the best, but that's how we know who's good or not. And I would respect David Benavidez if he had enough to say, you know what, Jai Opetaia is a scary guy. I don't want to fight him. I would have more respect for that than how he moving now, because what he pretty much doing now is just playing keep away with the belts. I mean, he said, but
respect Ja. He said I respect David if he fought Ja. Whether he wins, loses, I respect him. But the run around blaming belts and politics and experience, it doesn't sell. Just pisses me off.
I mean, the thing that's so funny,
Damn.
I can guarantee y'all if Jai
I think y'all
Opetaia
tough on David.
if Jai
Go ahead.
Opetaia was an African American or a Black American, I know Pride would have a different stance on it.
I like Ja though. I already told you that. And
But you
Ja
don't
is.
say nothing
Then we
positive
already went
about
through
him.
this.
No, we haven't,
You
because you
heard what
never say
Brother
nothing
Bentley
positive
just
about
told
him.
you.
All you do is hate on Ja. That's all
I
you
ain't
do.
hate
You
on
get
him.
in
I said
here.
I want to see the fight.
You haven't. This is the first time I've ever heard you say you want to see the fight, bro. You haven't said one word about how they moving. You haven't said one word about the man talking about he need 2 years. You see how you do that, man? That stuff you doing is disgusting, bro.
Nah, I didn't. I'm
Disgusting.
staying out of that.
You did the same thing with the Terrence versus Errol Spence fight where you played
Yep.
defense.
So now, when I go back, I'm glad I stay neutral because I rock with both of them. Made the best man win. Terrence put the beat down on, and while everybody was calling them Earl sexuals and all that. Hell, I've been called an Earl sexual. You know
You
what I
are
mean?
heterosexual. That's a fact.
That's crazy. But I rock with Bud too, though. So when they, and I know I got pissed off with some of the moves Bud was making, but I still liked him as a fighter.
Hold on. You called Bud top ranked Toby, man.
I ain't
don't wanna
never
hear
say
nothing from
that.
you.
I ain't never
Yes,
say
you
that.
did.
No,
Yes,
I ain't
you
calling
did.
that. I
Yes,
said
you
that
did.
I said that I don't like him fighting at that top rank plantation because I felt like they was kind of
What's the
holding Bud.
difference?
I felt
What's
like
the
they was holding.
difference?
Hold on, let me finish. I felt like they was holding
Disgusting.
I felt like they was holding Crawford back, especially when Bob admitted that he kept Pacquiao away from him. I thought that was lame. You know what I mean? You
So you
messing with
say
the man
top rank
legacy.
Toby in a different way, it
I
makes
ain't
it
call him
better?
top rank Toby. I said
Yes,
he
you
was on a
did.
top rank
You said he
plantation.
was on a plantation. Smoke.
Yeah, he
Am I
was.
Smoke, am I on that
He tried
diesel?
to sue him. Did he not try to sue him for racism and all kind of stuff? Or I'm
Smoke.
tripping.
Is it me? Am I on that diesel? Or is his prize
Man,
talking
you
crazy?
definitely Diesel. You smoking on him. What?
Man, I'm gonna leave that one between y'all.
I mean, well, we already know you a David sexual, so we not, you're not gonna bring that up. No,
I came over here just because I heard you talking crazy.
That was crazy.
no, Smoke loved David Benavidez. I think he got Benavidez in his garage hanging up.
He said,
That's his boy.
You think Devin knocks out Shakur? Damn.
The same way that you got Jai Opetaia posted over the top of your bed on your side. I know
He did on your side.
You
He
a
said on
wild
your-
boy. You a wild boy.
I'm just saying, man, like you gotta leave, you know what? Continue your David slander. You keep it going.
Well, let me ask you this, Pop, because we don't want to be slanderous in any way. We want to speak the facts. Now, are you open to having a unbiased conversation? That's the question.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
No, yes. It's a yes or no question. Not no yes or no.
Yes.
So I'm gonna ask you this. Now, is it wrong for us to want to see the best fight the best?
No.
So I mean, when we call Benavidez out, who say he's the face of boxing, why would you get upset that we say we want to see the guy fight the face of boxing, fight the number one guy in his weight class?
I'm not upset about you saying that you want to fight him. I'm upset that you saying that he ducking him after one fight at the division.
He got half the gold in the division, does he not?
Yeah, he does. And your man don't have no gold in the division.
He got the lineal championship. I thought that meant something. We seen it mean something when Tyson Fury fought Wilder. Did it change because of Jai Opetaia having being of Samoan descent?
What does that have to do with anything?
I'm asking. It was when the big Gypsy was lineal champion, they treated it as a belt. But now when it's my boy Opetaia, because he's a tribal chief, they don't want to give him his spot. What's the issue?
Is he the lineal or the ring?
He's the lineal champion. That's what the Ring magazine has always represented, was the lineal championship. The Ring is the lineal championship for us boxing, hardcore boxing fans.
And it's been kind of watered down for the last few years. So that's all cool and dandy, but the lineal don't have anything to do with me being undisputed here, do it.
So you're moving the goalposts again.
Nah,
Okay.
I ain't moving no goalposts. I said
And that's the thing, man. It's hard to have a conversation when guys are being so disingenuous and don't want to give straight up answers. This is not a trial. This is either you're gonna answer the questions we're talking about or we not. The fact is,
question. You want me to answer it your way?
no, I don't. I want you to answer the question without all the extra caveats on it.
You want me to answer it your way, and then whenever I talk and you don't like what I'm saying, you just want to overtalk me. Yeah, that's what you're doing. And
That's not what I'm doing. And you know what's funny? As my brother, I wouldn't think you would try to play that game. You playing this victim mentality against me. It's just crazy, man.
You literally just did it.
This is nasty.
You literally.
But let me ask you this though. So if David Benavidez, like you said, he just got to the weight class, right? Mm-hmm. It's a good chance he's gonna get the Noel McKellian fight, and I think he'll beat McKellian dead. So if he beats Noel McKellian and has 3 belts, would it be appropriate at some point for him to fight Jai Opetaia, or is that out of the question?
Yeah, he can fight Jai Opetaia. Can Jai Opetaia at least meet him a third of the way and grab one of the belts?
I think he had the IBF, but they took it from him.
He knew what happened when he signed what he signed.
You think he had a choice?
I mean, you think it was a slave mentality or something? Yeah. What you mean? Jai Opetaia was a good name, decent name. Anybody would have been wanting to sign Jai Opetaia. He signed to Zuffa.
He tried to sign everywhere. He couldn't get a look at PBC. He couldn't get a look with Golden Boy. And the only people that even offered him an opportunity was Peter Khan and Dana White. So I mean, I think he really had no choice in the matter because he wasn't going to keep putting his own fights on, right?
Of course you say that. I ain't hear about nobody turn down Jai Opetaia to sign with them.
Everything I heard is that Jai Opetaia, who actually moved from, Sydney, Australia to Las Vegas, he was willing to pick his life up and come to the States to make it happen. I mean, I don't know. And now they got the new rule where you don't need a lineal championship to be undisputed. That's diabolical, man.
Do you need the lineal champion to be undisputed?
Most lineal champions are the man that beat the man. That's what I thought.
I'm asking you a question. Do you need the lineal belt to be undisputed?
I don't think you need it. I don't think, according to the actual rules, I don't think you need it. But I think for us fans, nostalgia-wise and legacy-wise, that's what kind of garnered that belt to be so sacred in our house of boxing. So
this is what you do, Jai. You hold on to that lineal belt, and you keep propping up that Zuffa belt, right? Mm-hmm. And I'll do the heavy work and get the real belts from the sanctioning body, and then I'll make the big fight against you because I need to come get that last lineal belt. Mm-hmm. That probably ain't meant nothing since Marvin Hagler had.
Wow. Can I ask you this?
Hey.
When you say that stuff, man, do you really mean that, or are you just saying that for a reaction?
I mean, you tell me the last guy that was just toting around his the Ring magazine belt like the WBC or the IBF.
Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford. Shakur Stevenson.
When
Dimitri Bivol put his Ring magazine belt on first before he put anything on when he just had his fight versus FA or IFA or whatever that dude was who hadn't fought in 2 years.
Yeah, a guy that you don't even know. Yeah. The IBO belt too. He pushed that belt too. The IBO. Did you be recognizing that like that too? That's a big belt for you too.
I don't know. I don't get the whole Zuffa belt thing. Shoot to my man Uncle Cash. I don't get the whole Zuffa belt thing. I'm kind of lost in that. I don't even know what the Zuffa belt even means because it's the only division with a belt. It's cruiserweight, which I don't understand. It looked like a UFC belt to me. Am I wrong?
Exactly. So you knew what you got when you went over there, bro. Like you could have took care of this before you went over there and try to build all that. You could have took care of this. You had a belt. Somebody was going to definitely offer you some bread to get in the ring with them. Where they fighting. I ain't trying to hear all that. Zuffa was the only place you could have went to. I ain't trying to hear that. I'm not.
What you got on this, Todd? What you got on this prize?
My daughter had called me. I had to take a phone call real quick, but I'm pretty sure he's still talking about Jai and David. I'm gonna keep saying this. I'm just gonna watch how it play out. I like Jai. I like the kid, the young boy. I think David. I like him. I feel like he's creating his own lane because he couldn't get the Canelo fight, so he just was like, F it. What I mean? I'm just gonna do this and try to fight the best available. And then people said, "Oh, Morrell," he chased him around. He spun the block, beat him up. He beat a good Andre, undefeated Andre. I thought that Caleb Plant was solid, and he just beat Zurdo. So I'm thinking he's creating his own lane now. A new challenge is created for him in Jai. But, I guess they want to get some belts or get some things sorted out. So, we got to wait and see. But I hope Jai get the fight. That'd probably be good for him and his family. You know what I mean? And I want David to get the fight because it'd probably be good for his legacy. So yeah. I don't think they scared of each other. Like I see the Doghouse chat going crazy. You got some people that like David, most of them like Jai, but that's cool. Cause Jai can rumble. You know what I mean? I want him to get his for his family, and his Samoan people or whatever. So at the end of the day, I'm rooting for the kid. I'm not gonna tear him down. But I'm not gonna make David Benavidez like he ducking him though. That's not happening.
Come on, Pride. Don't you fall into that Roman Reigns and Uso thing that listen, man, don't make me put BVO on the spot. Maybe put him on the spot, Prize. He been running with it. Don't make me put him on the spot. He trying to run with his I knew he was gonna do it. Listen, your boy is not the tribal chief. He's not even main event judge. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even calling plays like Big Jim. Hold on, bro. Like the man literally knew what was gonna happen with that IBF championship when he went to Zuffa.
I
think
don't think
that's
he knew
corny,
that.
though.
There's no way he could have knew that. He said, "Man, how are you guys talking about that?" And got the weight class. He going for his third title shot like that. What the F is this?
Like EVO, you being oblivious to this, that when Dana White already said that they wasn't going to acknowledge or respect the sanctioning bodies, what do you think the sanctioning bodies said about him? They ain't have to go out on the podcast to do it. But what you think was going to happen? Oh, you over there with them? You fighting on, well, okay, cool. If you can't meet our standards and fight this guy, when we tell you to fight this guy because you're obligated with them, don't worry about it. You know the IBF be the first one to take the belt right up off of you.
Yeah, I don't like the way Zuffa came in swinging at the sanctioning bodies. But they do need to do something about it though, because they're corrupt and they be making up rules as they go along. So I get it, but it just creates more of a mess. Because boxing is already, it's like it's just like you spilled something all over the place. You know what I mean? That's how boxing is. It's always been like that. It was a little bit more organization back in the day, but like now, it's just it was always called the Wild Wild West, but right now it's on another level right now. I mean, you got tag teams, you got groups, you got all kind of things going on about stuff I ain't never seen. You know what I mean? Because Big Don was lining them boys up back in the day. You couldn't duck.
Hey, Price, who's the tag team? Who's the tag team with boxing?
My young boy, Core and Key and who else is it?
Which tag team are they though? Are they the New Age Outlaws?
They would be heels. So they would be heels. So I probably would go throwback. Somebody probably like the Four Horsemen to get on my nerves. You know what I mean? But they whoop ass though, and they got the best. But you know what I'm saying? They like the.
I was calling them Triple H and Shawn Michaels.
Nah, they ain't like DX. They more like an annoying tag team. You know what I'm saying? One of them. I can't think of a good one right off the top of my head, but one of them annoying.
Prize, remember when we first saw it, the Triple H and Shawn Michaels was very annoying.
I thought they was funny.
They was funny, but they was very annoying if you was the other. Like
I guess so, yeah. Yeah, I guess so.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm calling them. When you look back at it later on, 10 years from now, you're gonna be like, yeah, that's who they is. Yeah, they Triple H and Shawn Michaels. That's
They more like
all them heat. If you want to make them black, they the whole.
Nah, they it's corny, so they more like the Mounties or something like that.
Now let me ask you this, Paul. So
they like the Mounties.
when you see the tribal chief Jai Opetaia not getting his opportunity on purpose, what do you think that is though?
Dude, it's not the tribal chief. If he was the tribal chief, this wouldn't even be a question.
I mean,
Heart Foundation. Yeah.
I'll put like this, man.
Uncle Cass when they wore the black and blue.
As soon as he beat up David, he gonna have to acknowledge him, man.
If he can beat up David, everybody will acknowledge him. Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Outside that lineal champion that you keep, lineal. You have nothing for me to what I'm doing right now. I've already been through the fire and everything, and the name calling and the disrespect, trying to get another big fight. So now, if you want to fight me, bro, bring something to the table. Because now it ain't just boxing, it's business. I'm a prize fighter now too. And you act like you don't know that. So right about now, David runs in one fight. If you want to do something about that, I'm about to get the third belt on some Earl Spence-ish. Like you know what I'm saying? Can you at least catch up and just grab one of these belts? So I ain't gotta do everything and then fight you just to please EVO and his dog.
Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Yo, real quick, man. It is some real ass whooping going on in right now. The San Antonio Spurs are up 76-49 at the half.
I stopped watching.
Yeah, it's a setup. It's a setup, y'all. It's a setup.
How the tables have turned.
But Yeah, man.
Yeah, yeah, your team's in the lottery, so I understand. Get
No,
ready
we
for the
not.
lottery.
No, we not. I wish we was in the lottery.
I mean, I think y'all gonna do a good job, man, going home. Oh, y'all, my bad, you're already home. I'm sorry.
Well, BVO, let's since you want to just keep talking, football season is among us, and
Uh,
I want to know why. Well, you know, you were quiet for a long time when Myles Garrett went to the Rams.
well, they got the bull back though. He nice. He ain't Miles, but
I think with Myles Garrett, man, I think that once they redid his contract, it was his way out of here, and I can't be mad at him. I wanted him to stay here, but to be as dominant as he was, he still couldn't win, and that's got to be very disheartening. So I said, you know what, he got to move on. It is what it is, man. So, and then to be in LA, that's even better, man. You know how LA can be.
No, it's
And
not
that's the-
really better than the state tax is crazy. The boy crazy. I don't know if I went over.
But the weather, the weather, it's always 85 degrees, never too hot.
I went to Miami.
man, nah, he went to the right team.
They
Nah,
got
you say it's going 7. Nah, it ain't going no 7. This might be a sweep.
Bro, they ain't got no state tax in Miami. I'm going to Miami. I ain't going to LA boy, with that tax.
Yeah, that LA tax will be different.
LA tax, that California tax. Nah, yeah, Miami ain't got no state tax. Give me the same contract.
Miles smart though. He know what he doing.
Yeah, did y'all see that?
Probably just get something. You just probably get something light. You know what I mean? Keep your crib somewhere else. You get something for the season. You know what I mean? You don't got to be all extravagant. You got to be smart. Just because you got it like that don't mean you go down to L.A. and buy one of them $7 million mansions. You know, you don't go do that. You probably get you a decent joint for a couple. You know what I mean?
I don't need nothing more than, well, you know what?
Wayne, King James.
Yeah, them condos y'all got over there, yeah, I'm gonna stay right there.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be my residence. They might not be where I'm at, where you looking for me. That'll be the residence on paper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, no matter how it goes, I just say this: the thing about boxing that's just frustrating is, like I said, we got guys that want to debate now instead of just watching fights. So I mean, I just think overall, the whole pump faking pop, if we being honest, is very draining. Hearing Bill Haney lie and change up and change this and change that, it's just kind of.
Beginning. Why'd you believe him when he said, hold on, all right, okay, wait. Why would you
he's the manager, ain't he?
Okay, why would you believe? Okay, usually people gotta have common sense sometimes when you actually see stuff. And being a content creator, I gotta do my research. So if the PBC wasn't even willing to give you 5 up front and then see what you had on the back end, the fight rolled. They offered you something that you felt like it was disrespectful. How do you feel that the Turk is gonna turn around or Zuffa gonna turn around and give you $100 million to fight? What is 20 fights?
Boss said, come here swinging.
You know what I'm saying? Is it 20 fights for this $100 million? Because the so-called $14 million that you're owed on your next fight, the Turk just ain't willing to put you up against anybody for that. He want a mega fight for this. So they just ain't like $100 million for what? So when people started believing that, I was like, listen, bro, that's Bill again. You can't see it. That's on y'all. You want to make content for your YouTube channel. I get it.
I mean, well, let me ask you this though, Pop. We seen this is the thing that kind of get me. I'm just surprised that you don't have any empathy for this. Like, we seen Jai Opetaia get up there and cry and say how he missed, you know, his grandmother, his nana passed away. He broke his jaw, couldn't sleep for the IBF belt. He bled for the belt. So, I mean, how more genuine can you be, Pop, if you tell everybody what you did to have that belt?
So I'm telling you, if I did all of that for that belt, why would I turn around and make a business decision that for a few more dollars, less fights, less credibility, pretty much watering down your career? Why would I give that up for this belt that I bled for? That I missed my grandmother's funeral and all of this, her passing. I missed that for this belt, and I turn around and hand it over and sign like It like you couldn't put in your contract like, yo, listen, like I'm a rock with y'all, but I still gotta be able to defend my my IBF title. Like I worked for this, I earned it. You know what this cost me.
Yeah, and then he got his money back. They talking about they probably won't reinstate him, so it's kind of rough.
That's on him. He allowed them to put a price on his blood, sweat, and tears. They put a price on it, and he took it. So that's on Jai Opetaia. And you gotta acknowledge. You must acknowledge that, BVO.
They did Jai greasy, but Jai should have knew what type. He should have knew what it was when he went over there.
Don't make me get deep on it, bro. Like you want
How
really
would he? How? I mean, the thing. This is what I'm saying.
Did they do him greasy? I would say yeah. I feel like damn. I mean, he had his face hanging off.
All I'll say is this: for a lot of us, Spot, who didn't come from a lot and didn't have opportunities to see what real success looks like, I think sometimes we have a warped idea of what's going on. I think John's no different than that. I think John's he's from Sydney, Australia. It's a totally different language. We talk about probably 4,000 miles away from America. This is a vast land, and everything here is new to him. So the way we grew up in a certain sports culture, I don't think he grew up in that same culture. I just don't think so. I think he's trying to be humble and meek about it, and he gets vilified. So we got people like me who actually trying to stand up for the kid because people like David Benavidez are going to just take advantage. What's the old saying? Nice guys finish last. And I think that's what's happening to John. He's finishing last because he's being such a nice guy.
Well, he ain't finishing that last. He got a nice Zuffa deal. He's rich. So I mean, what how's he last? He looks like he's pretty ahead to me.
You want to say sold out, BVO. You just don't want to say it for Jai. If you want to say it, he sold out. He put a price on his blood, sweat, and tears.
I'm gonna ask you this. So what was the alternative? To put your own fights on, Pop?
Why not? Floyd did it.
He ain't
I don't think he was as famous as Floyd.
Listen,
and Floyd had Al Heyman.
Hold on, wait. Floyd was putting on his own fights when he was Pretty Boy, and he wasn't even selling out.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
When he had Ed Lover announcing his fights, Floyd was putting on his own fights. When you bet on yourself, because
I don't know.
Like Jai Opetaia is that type of guy. Like you got you have like to be real right now. I know y'all like don't make me do this. Don't make me do this. Right now, him being Samoan, that's the wave. You already trying to call him the OTC. That's the wave right now. Bro, stop. And he signed with he's over there with TKO, right?
A proven winner. That's the thing. It's a proven winner. We seen the Fertitta brothers and Dana White really transform UFC into a huge conglomerate together.
Off the back of the fighters. Without giving them nothing.
I don't know who's back it's off of, but that's just what happened. I think that's the problem. We can't never say what happened without us hating or saying something wrong.
You know exactly who blood, sweat, and tears is off of. That's why right now, with Usyk and everybody saying Usyk got to do this and Usyk got to do that, Usyk telling y'all basically, who the F y'all talking to? This belt don't make me. I make all these belts.
I mean, they giving it.
Jai Opetaia got $1.5 million for Brandon Glenn.
Yeah, that's better than a couple $100,000 he got to fight the guy he fought in Australia.
That's what I'm saying. You saying the nice guys finished last. I'm looking at his purses. He don't look like he lasts at all.
Yeah. When that time,
750,000, 375,000 here, 200,000 there. You got $1.5 million. Shoot.
Listen, here's the thing about Jai Opetaia, and BVO acting like he don't know that. Jai Opetaia is almost
Peace,
making
bro.
himself look crazy to cut weight to be at cruiserweight. When people say he punched like a heavyweight, and when his walk around weight, he's basically a heavyweight. He could be on some Moses Atama down there. And people trying to figure out why is he waiting to go to heavyweight. Are you waiting on Dave Benavidez to go to heavyweight?
Jai look like he was getting paid to me.
Paid to do what?
Beat people's
screw you
ass. What you mean?
I mean, 1.5 compared to what Eddie and Matchroom was giving him, I think that's a hell of a
Nobody
win,
don't.
bro.
Man, that's life-changing money.
Yeah, everybody like 1.5 is not something good to get in one night for one night to work. That's
Man,
a win.
That's a win-win. Then 200,000. Then he got what is it?
I don't know.
I lost it.
He said Haney 2026 has basically been expressing all kinds of female tendencies,
Wow.
dropping tweets as the biggest accomplishment of the year. I ain't gonna lie, Devin Haney ain't did nothing this year. You earned the wrench on that. I'm gonna wrench you
Nobody
up for
don't
that.
want to rumble him.
Yeah, you earned the wrench for that.
They've
Video has been faking for sure. I mean, sorry, my bad. Devin Haney been pump faking for sure.
Stop.
Hold on.
He just called Shakur bluff.
But let me, man, Shakur been lying. So what's the difference?
Man, ain't nothing to do.
Man, only dude that's honest is people like you know.
Do you really think we get this fight though?
I mean, no, because not based off Shakur's last tweets. It's like he's trying to pass it off to the young bull.
But Keyshawn, I just seen something about Keyshawn trying to fight.
They should. Yeah, that's what they should do. Line it up.
So that's gonna be on the undercard.
Do Keyshawn and Norman, and then do Haney and Shakur as the main.
That's the co-main.
No, as the main. Shakur and Devin is the main. Brian and Key can do the and him and Keyshawn can do that co-stuff. I mean, I don't know if it's more realistic. Keyshawn, I mean, he don't control nothing. He fight for who he fight for. So I mean,
Fight the top rank.
Exactly. So he ain't.
Man,
that means Devin got to come do business with Bob and them again. So it ain't. How's it more realistic? I think the Turkey. I think the Shakur Devin is more realistic with Turkey involved. If he get involved with it and make it a ring joint or something like that, make it in Riyadh, whatever.
But you know what they said? They don't fight on Ring magazine cards now.
Who said that?
Ain't that what David said? He don't fight on Ring magazine.
I said
cards.
Devin and Shakur.
I'm just saying, that's the new duck talk. They don't.
I don't know nothing about it. I'm talking about Devin and Shakur. That fight is more realistic, but the way Shakur be tweeting and deleting be pissing me off. I'm like, and I rock with Core heavy, man. He need to he just seemed like he want all the advantages all of the time. The man say, if I come to 44, then we got to fight. That was you come to 44, I'll fight you. So when Devin say, yo, if I come to 44, we got to fight, right? Yeah, we got to fight. Let's do it. World Star posting it. Devin Haney and Shakur to agree to a fight. Everybody going crazy. All the tabloid, everybody going crazy. I'm like, bunch of casuals don't know there's a bunch of politics behind this. Now, Keyshawn has his little rant. You know what I mean? Instead of just saying, bro, I got this. No, bro, I don't want to step on your toes. No, bro, you got it. Go ahead, you fight him. No, you go tag in. Let me tag you out. That's why I said they like the Mounties. Like the annoying tag team that one of them.
I thought they more like the Uso brothers, man.
Nah, they ain't nothing like them.
Do you
they
smell?
both but like, is Shakur actually gonna sign with Zuffa?
If it includes the Devin Haney fight, if they can make it guaranteed on the contract, all right, who you want to fight next? What is Shakur? What are they doing? They should fight each other now. The time is now. Like, why wait? It would be the biggest fight in boxing.
I don't even feel it like that. I'm be true honest with you.
2 undercard fighters gonna be the biggest fight in boxing.
Man,
How is that
they
possible?
both headlined before.
Man, headline
Turkey
where?
started with all that, making them undercard and all that. What you mean headline where? Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia headline a pay-per-view.
How many years ago was that?
I don't care. You said he headlined before. So of course. So like I'm not trying to hear none of that undercard fighter. There ain't no undercard fighters. How's a pound for pound number 3 man in the world an undercard fighter? That make sense.
He keep fighting on people's undercards, which
Man,
is
come
weird.
on now. Come
And
on.
listen, again, I think y'all take this pound for pound stuff a little too far. That don't mean nothing when the people who actually got money want to pay to watch them fight.
That I can agree with. That part I can agree with. But I just think no matter how we slice it, man, there's like a genuine fear out there now. These guys being scared to lose they owe. I mean, because I think my man King James has said it best. Shakur is nothing but a troll at this point.
Yeah, he's looking crazy right now, though.
My man said Benavidez fans making excuses. Opetaia with Zuffa. Jai Opetaia will beat the ish out of Benavidez. Jai Opetaia is still number 1 cruiserweight in the world, and that's a fact.
That's all right. It's cool to say. You know what I'm saying? In your mama basement. Listen.
What's you know who they remind me of? That crew. I ain't gonna do that.
Not what I was about to say, because if Shakur signs the Zuffa, does he just drop that WBO belt because they don't have a 140-pound division at Zuffa?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
That's why he reluctant to sign there.
You know what I want to know? What's going on with Gary Antoine? That's my thing. Why is he fighting?
He's fighting Pitbull Cruz.
Why is he fighting Pitbull? That's not a good fight.
That's a PBC in-house fight. What you acting like you don't know, BBO? Stop fighting. You from Ohio? That's an Al Heyman move. Stop tripping. Acting like you don't know what's going on.
I feel like every fight is an Al Heyman move now. You don't?
Exactly.
I mean, you can't tell me you know what Sylvia is doing at this point.
So
he said, "How y'all comparing Ja to someone who relatively unknown of Zuffa the Floyd, who is world famous?" I mean, I don't know what somebody said something about Floyd, but just for me, when you got people like Bentley or Pop, you know, defending Dave Benavidez, I just don't know why they're defending him so hard. It just makes no sense because we saying we want to see the best fight the best. We're not talking about David's mom or none of that. We just saying we want to see the best fight the best.
You fight Jai Opetaia in due time, bro.
Well, look, check this out. Y'all go ahead. I gotta jump out of here. I gotta handle a couple things. So.
All right, bro.
Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and put some more color in the chat. I don't want to be me and Bentley. Don't let us be the only ones. Become a channel member.
In due time, BVO, man.
How many top fighters need to sign a Zuffa before sanctioning bodies will start trying to be Zuffa's friends? I don't know. I think Zuffa's done a good job of that so far, but to be honest with y'all, I just don't know what's gonna happen because I don't know the politics for me, Pop. I don't like the politics of boxing as much. What about you?
I'm gonna tell you what these guys is about to do. This sign the Zuffa for these fights. They about to sign the Zuffa. These fights. These fights gonna count. They're gonna still count this on their record, sanction body wise, and then when they're able to leave, they're gonna leave.
I definitely agree with that. He said, "Bro, Ja finally got a bit of money, and he's been fighting for free. I think this is his first 17 fights. He's been taking pay cuts to try to make fights happen." That's a fact. The whole time he was with Eddie Hearn kept saying he had to take pay cuts to even be viable for a fight. Is Eddie Hearn that bad? What you think, Pop? I don't know. I don't think Eddie Hearn is as bad as everybody kind of paint him. What do you think?
I think you're gonna have to negotiate with Eddie. Like, you gotta know what the fuck you're getting into when you. I mean, excuse my language, but you gotta know what you're doing. What you're getting in with Eddie Hearn, bro.
Mm.
Like, just being real with you, Eddie Hearn's not like the nicest guy in the world. He's like he's definitely a businessman, and he's gonna milk that bread into as much as he can. So it is what it is. No,
Yeah, I definitely agree with you, man. I know. For me,
because you spend money on Conor Ben,
Mm.
right? But why wouldn't you spend that money on Jai Opetaia? What was it about that? And it's basically that division. Like, no disrespect, but nobody was caring about Bandu, Jack, and all of that. The biggest thing at cruiserweight for a long time was Canelo was talking about he would go up there and beat the Mbuku dude.
Magbu, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that was the biggest thing at cruiserweight for the longest time. And they was trying to see if they could get some heavyweights to, trim down and come down and have a name and fight that. It never happened. So, and still, Jai Opetaia, to me, no difference than Moses, Bobby O, and them. Like, you give them 3 fights at heavyweight, bro, and it's a different story. A guy that don't got to be trying to cut weight and run too much. He can just worry about getting busy.
Yeah.
And he already gonna have a better gas tank than most heavyweights starting off. Just like how Usyk came in there and did.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's just me. I think Josh should go ahead and go to heavyweight. Stop worrying about what's going on.
You know what? I think you might be right, because at the end of the day, he might be wasting his time, man.
You've been there long enough. Your whole career been there. All right, cool. You won the belt 2 different times. All right. Let me stroll in the heavyweight. And I got the name.
That might be the best option for him, Pop. I ain't gonna lie to you. That might be the best option.
Don't be like these other guys and get your name attached to somebody and it's for the wrong reason, and you let them springboard off of you.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I look at Demetrius Andrade showed us that. Charlo showed us that too.
I mean, Shakur showing us that right now. You just allowing O'Shaggy Foster to just springboard off your ass.
I think Shakur beat Osaki, though. I really do.
That's cool, but if you didn't know O'Shaggy before, you know him now.
Yeah, that's a good point.
If you didn't know him before, you know him now.
Let me ask you this before we move on, before we get out of it. Why haven't we heard anything about the Herkovich versus Moses fight? Why has that been so quiet, you think? I feel like that fight has just been super quiet. Nobody's even talking about that. You think we still gonna get it?
Even if we get it right about now, in the heavyweight division, we want to see championship fights at the top level. So Moses versus Herkovich, it's kind of an odd looking type of matchup when you put it together.
Yeah.
It could go one way, it could go another. But if Moses goes out there and finishes Herkovich, because Herkovich has been through a lot of wars and he's older now, that could be one thing. Or if Herkovich should come out there and show that savvy and be able to take Moses into some later rounds and give him, it could go one way.
What you think about Caballero saying that if he gets the belt, his first fight would be, he wanted to be against Deontay Wilder in Germany? Is that possible?
That's to help Deontay Wilder get some money before you get up out of there. I don't blame him. Yeah, get you one of these falling gunslingers before you know, on your resume before you start building. Yeah. It's not like we ain't seen that before.
Yeah, he said he thought.
It's not
but I thought he was kind of talking crazy. He said Deontay Wilder was a bitch. I mean, I don't think that was necessary to say, but that's what he said.
No,
Where do you think that came from?
Falling guys, you know what I'm saying? Attach your name to it. Just like we said, we were just talking about it. Attach your name to one of these guys. That's that was one of them, and you know, you get a victory against them before you start this new era of how many guys you're gonna fight, because at heavyweight, how many guys do we know? Right now, count them out.
How many do I know?
Yeah.
I know a ton, so it wouldn't be good for me to do it.
Nah, go ahead.
You could talk Lawrence Okoli, Murat Gassiev.
Yeah.
You probably could say Tyson Fury, Wardley, Dynamite Dubois.
Now Tyson Fury, he's pretty much out of here, so he don't even count. So you go Fabio Wardley, that's 3. Go ahead.
Daniel Dubois, Dynamite Dubois, Lawrence Okoli.
You already said it.
I said Lawrence already. I don't see. I want to say Big Baby Anderson, but he's not even on the map.
So that's 4.5. Come on.
Same thing with Michael Hunter. He's not on the map.
So now you got 5 between 2. Michael Hunter older too. So come on.
And then you got Frankie Sanchez. You know, he just knocked out Richie. So I mean, I don't know. It's just
he's older too. He ain't gonna last too much longer. Come on.
That's as far as like the young guns. I mean, it's not a lot of them at all. I mean, I guess you're right. Because Zilly Zhang is 40 something. So I guess, hey, the man is right.
Hey, we're gonna have to like get used to the brand new real quick. And if Ja can come up there and be big and be just as big or bigger than them names already that you just named, that was right there.
I just don't understand why Usyk won't fight Caballero, man. I'm just kind of tired of like he blatantly ducking or something, bro. Because I think he should fight Caballero. You don't think so?
I mean, I think Caballero. I feel like, oh God, I'm gonna say this. Usyk feels like, bro, it's really dismissive, like how he's really doing him. Like he's like, yo, bro, I would beat you every day out of the week and twice on Sunday. That's how he's about Caballero. That's why he's doing what he wants. Right before. It's at the end. Like, you feel me? Like BBO, like people be acting like they don't understand. Like, yo, it's at the end of his career. Like, what am I about to do? I'm about to do what's gonna make the most bread. Like, Caballero does not make me any. Like, you are last at if anything.
He make that clear too.
So
and see, that's the dude who to me has looked the best. It's just to me, he kind of reminded me of David Tua before Lennox fought him. Remember how David Tua, they was calling him Baby Mike Tyson and stuff? I just think that the guy who
Mike Tyson.
Say it again.
It was calling him Samoa Mike Tyson.
Yeah, they were. I mean, you know, he wore the tribal chief crown at one time. So I mean, I put it like this, man. No matter how they slice this game up, man, I think the best got to fight the best, and when they don't, it hurts the overall sport. It just does to me. It hurts the overall sport. But where can they find you at, Smoke?
Man, you can catch me, man, on my channel, Smoke Section, man.
So make sure y'all check out my brother Smoke. Appreciate him coming by the Doghouse, man. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna try to brush my waves in, man, and get ready for my work tomorrow, man. So appreciate everybody. Like, comment, subscribe, become a channel member, man. It's only $12.99. Like I said, it's a little bit more expensive than usual, but we trying to do some different things. So that's kind of how we got to do it, man. So appreciate everybody. Love each and everybody, man. Keep y'all first. And as I always say, man, I'll see you guys real soon. Hold on, where's my thing at? 1 second.
Caught a plane out to Cleveland late last year. Ohio. Cleveland! This is for you! Oh!
Leave your whole basket.